This is a newly constructed $45 million contemporary mansion here with a beautiful circular infinity edge pool. It has a private movie theater, underground olive tree with a waterfall, and so many other amazing interior and exterior details, including a floating glass bridge. Now, before we begin this tour, don't forget to subscribe because we're touring more homes just like this one every single week on the channel. And huge thank you to Aaron Kirman, Kirby, Bryce, and all of the other listing agents involved with this property for making this tour possible. And now let's begin.
The great inside behind the
Here today in bright and sunny Holmby Hills, Los Angeles, California, about to tour this absolutely spectacular, newly constructed contemporary estate here right in front of me. Now, looking up at the exterior, we have extremely contemporary architecture. We have the use of exterior gray stonework details, floor-to-ceiling walls of glass, metallic cantilevers, and we also see some vertical metal beams over there positioned on the left-hand side of the property. Now, of course, I should mention this home is nicely gated off. We also do indeed have two different two-car driveways, which of course are both gated, and those further lead into two separate two-car garages. Of course, we have the pedestrian gate as well. The gates are very tall, and you also have some plant life serving as more protection and security shown here on the exterior of those gates. Now, we also see gray smooth stucco finish throughout the exterior, more floor-to-ceiling glass looking directly here into the main floor of the house. We have a very spectacular tour ahead of us today. I'm very excited to show you guys this property. Now, before we continue our tour today of this home, I have a very important announcement from today's video sponsor, Nextiva. Nextiva is an artificial intelligence-based platform that gives you seamless, personalized customer interactions for your business. And the most amazing part about Nextiva is that you actually don't even need any tech experience to use this platform. In my personal business, I'm constantly connecting with new people all across Los Angeles, and in the past, I was using my personal phone number, and I would get very confused with all of these new contacts mixed in with my personal friends and family. Well, with Nextiva, you were actually able to create brand new phone numbers that you can simply call and text from, and you also have auto attendance built into Nextiva as well to easily automate the communication process for clients with your business. It does all the work for you so you can sit back, relax, and focus on the other important tasks that are required when running a business. Visit trynextiva.com/Jacob for 50% off your plan when you try Nextiva. Once again, that's trynextiva.com/Jacob to receive 50% off your plan, and it's time to unlock a new era of efficiency for your business. You've got beautiful turf sections here to my right-hand side. You also have some ambient floor lighting here positioned on either side of your entryway, covered entrance, and we also have this massive wooden pivot door right here, which is structurally supported with these metallic beams. And this might be one of the tallest pivot doors I think we've ever seen, guys. Take a look at this for just a second. I'm 6'3" for reference, and this thing is no joke. It also feels like it's bulletproof. Very heavy door. They're not playing around with the security at this home. Now, first entering the property, we have a very open concept main level. Of course, right when you enter through your front door, you also get some remarkable views there of your floating glass bridge with your tree, which is actually a part of your lower level, which is spectacular, and we will be showing you that later. We also get amazing views here straight out to your backyard through these floor-to-ceiling walls of glass. Now, like I said, this open concept entrance leads to several different portions of this main floor. On my right-hand side, we have access here, of course, into your architectural floating staircase. And this leads us to all different floors of the property. It takes us down below to the entertainment level, which has your game room, beautiful subterranean tree with the water feature, private gym, and you also have a living wall down there. This also takes us up to the third level of the home, which contains all of the guest bedrooms and the primary bedroom suite. And then right above that, you have your rooftop deck, which gets some amazing views of all of Los Angeles and Beverly Hills. And the main floor that we have right now contains all of the necessary portions that you need here at a home. You have your formal dining space, multiple living room sections, well-appointed kitchen, and of course, access into that backyard. Now, of course, we will be touring this property in its entirety, so make sure to stick around. Now, of course, we have the architectural floating staircase here right in front of me, and of course, the wood tone details that we see on the floors of this main level continue up each individual step right here. You've got glass railing surrounding the entire section, and we also have the floor-to-ceiling walls of glass, which I mentioned to you earlier, creating this open atrium, which not only looks out to your front yard, but of course, it allows so much natural light to come in here to this main floor. We've also got a beautiful collection of light fixtures positioned above, and we'll talk more about this staircase a little bit later. It also does lead us into a secret room up there, which I'll talk about later. We've also got more of the gorgeous gray stone details from floor to ceiling, the same details that we saw on the exterior of the property. You've got elevator access down there to my right-hand side, but before we check out that right wing of the home, I want to actually go ahead and take you over here to the left wing of the property, and directly in front of me, we have just made it here into your formal dining room section, which has seating for up to 14 of your guests right here at this rectangular glass table. Collection of light fixtures are positioned right above this section, and we also will see a natural wooden tone detail positioned up above here on the ceiling. This is a drop ceiling detail. We see the LED light strips illuminating the interior perimeter of this wooden drop ceiling detail, and we have some integrated speakers not only up here on this wooden ceiling, but also throughout the rest of the property, and I'll talk more about that again a little bit later. More gray stone details inside the section, of course, to match the ones that we saw on the exterior of the property. More floor-to-ceiling walls of glass enclose this space, and of course, this area looks directly out to your front yard, and it also looks out to your living wall, which further extends down to your subterranean entertainment floor, which again, we will be seeing later. A very spacious dining room, of course. You can also see to the left-hand side of this dining room, we have a very interesting feature that, of course, we have to talk about. Go ahead and open up this space right here. And this is actually your floor-to-ceiling wine bottle storage area. Of course, it's glass enclosed. You actually have 2 sets of glass doors here right next to each other, and then 2 more sets on the opposite side of this space. Space for hundreds of your favorite bottles of wine. This section also is temperature controlled. You can see the AC unit up above. Store all of your whites and your reds at any temperature that you desire and close it up, and it just looks amazing as well. It's like a little art piece here. And a really fun fact about this space is that it actually separates you from this main hallway, which further takes you into your formal living room area. Now, right when we enter this space, we see contemporary furniture located across the entire room. It once again is a very spacious living room area, and you can see you have this dual-sided glass enclosed fireplace surrounded by the gray marble details here going nearly up to the ceiling. And this fireplace not only keeps you warm in the section, but it actually separates you from your other living room area and your kitchen, which is going to be found just down there to my right-hand side. Of course, we will be seeing that just after we see the rest of this room. We've got beautiful gallery walls here to my right-hand side, and I also should mention we are touring this property about an hour before the sun is setting, and you can see the shadows show the beautiful architectural lines that this property has. It's not a detail we see too often, and I think it looks amazing. Now, of course, we've got more contemporary furniture, and something else very interesting about this room is, of course, you've got another vertical wooden paneled ceiling above with unique integrated track lighting above, and once again, we also have more of the integrated speakers above, and those speakers can be controlled by the simple press of a button from your phone or from the various iPads that you will be seeing across this property. Now, one more item I should mention, we actually have all of these pivot glass doors right here, and these all lead you out directly to the backyard, and it's pretty interesting. We normally see sliding glass doors, but this developer chose to actually have some pivot doors, and I think it looks amazing. It's not something we've actually ever seen before at the home. Very unique, very architectural. We see more of the stone details here going from the floor to ceiling, but let's continue our tour straight ahead. This is your family room, which once again has more contemporary furniture located all throughout. L-shaped couch. Of course, you've got the marble table here, positioned in the center, more track lighting above with the speakers, of course, and like I mentioned earlier, we do have that dual-sided glass enclosed fireplace, once again surrounded by the marble details here. And something else interesting I did want to mention here is that this entire marble wall is actually created with more of these rectangular and squared marble slabs. Some of them actually do extend outward, some of them are pushed more in, so you get this really unique 3D visual when you're looking at this wall. Mounted flat screen above, but let's go ahead and continue our tour. And directly in front of me, this is a very interesting room. So before we go inside, I want to show you that you actually have these massive sliding wooden doors. Guys, these are very heavy, and I'm going to tell you why they're very heavy. Because this section leads us into your very own private movie theater. Those doors have to be heavy in order to get that true soundproof effect here in this movie theater, especially when we are on the main level of the property. Now, something interesting, you actually have your sunken-in couch seating here. Carpeted all throughout, once again, in this blue color. Massive screen is positioned here to my left-hand side, and this entire movie theater is actually surrounded by these vertical wooden panel details, which of course extend up to the ceiling, and they are shown across the entire ceiling here as well. You've got the recessed lighting, which is actually built above those wooden panels, so while all of these lights are on, it looks very unique. It's not something I've ever never seen before. You've got the massive projector up above here, and that too is also concealed with more of those vertical wooden panel details. You've also got this unique seating area within your movie theater, and you have your own private bar in this movie theater. You've got more gray marble details here on the countertops, curved edge, and we also see more of the vertical wooden panels curving under this space. We've got some bar seating here at the space, more marble backsplash here, goes up and it wraps around, and you have some additional upper cabinetry above this space. We've got LED light strips illuminating the marble shelving, and we also have some paneled sub-zero refrigeration, which is side by side. And you don't have any handles present either, so it makes the space feel very contemporary and very seamless. You've got some hanging light fixtures positioned above this bar area, and one more item I did want to mention here. You have beautiful architectural views of those exterior metallic beams from these windows here, and this also further looks out to another section of your front yard area. Now, exiting that movie theater, another item I did want to mention here is the fact that this is the left wing hallway of the property, and we have some more beautiful gallery walls here, which again separate us from the formal living room and the family room, which we did see a little bit earlier. Now, directly in front of me, this is your well-appointed kitchen. Now, this kitchen has two different kitchen islands. The first one on my right has a rectangular shape. You've got breakfast bar seating for up to 4 of your guests here at this center island. You've got some light fixtures positioned above, built-in sink down below, and of course you've also got some paneled built-in cabinetry, which is indeed all soft closing, and this one specifically actually has 3 times the amount of storage, which is amazing, and it also is soft closing, which is one of my most favorite details. Now, taking our attention to the second kitchen island here, you can see we have more of the gray marble details positioned throughout. Stainless steel sink is located right in front of me. We've got more custom seamless cabinetry throughout with no handles present whatsoever. It looks very minimalist, as we saw in the movie theater. You've got your Miele double oven setup positioned here to my right-hand side. More custom seamless cabinetry is located below, and you also have double the amount of storage, which I love to see. Now, also something interesting, we have your side-by-side fridge and freezer located on either side of your double oven setup. Open up this space, we've got your Miele beautiful refrigeration section with the clean interior, and of course, it's push to open as well, and you've got some more upper cabinetry up there, which I can't even personally reach right now. You might need a step ladder for that. Over here to my left-hand side, you've got your very unique stovetop right here. It's a 6-burner stovetop. And another item I should mention, you actually have your nicely integrated hood, which comes out of the countertop with a simple press of a button right there. I always love to see these unique gadgets here in properties. You don't have a big hood above this stovetop to obstruct your remarkable backyard views. Now, also one more thing, you just press a simple button and then that appliance goes directly back into the countertop. Very seamless, nothing to worry about, no obstructions of the view. That's a nice detail. One more item, you've actually got your paneled Miele dishwasher section nicely located next to your sink. Now let's move down through. We also have a linear light fixture positioned above this kitchen island, but let's move down through. We have more to see. Take a look in front of me. We actually have an extension of that kitchen island. Here you have some more seating for up to 4 of your guests. This table does serve as your informal dining room table. Now, I also should mention we have seen most of the main floor so far, but each individual section of this great room leads directly out to your beautiful backyard. We're getting more amazing backyard views here from this specific vantage point, and of course, we're going to see that backyard momentarily. Now, we have more items here to my right-hand side. We have some beautiful glass-paneled custom cabinetry leading into some built-in shelving sections and more architectural custom cabinetry. Now moving down through, we have your Miele espresso machine and your microwave positioned next to that. And another item I also should mention here, you actually have some secret cabinet doors. So that way you can actually conceal some of your appliances to make your kitchen look even more seamless and minimalist. I like that detail a lot. You've got the integrated handle details right there as well. Let's take a turn to my left. This glass door leads us into your butler's kitchen, which has even more appliances and custom cabinetry to check out. Looking over to my right, we've got your Miele double oven setup, 6-burner stovetop above, and we see more of a beautiful stone detail on the countertops and up here on the backsplash. You've got your integrated hood, more custom cabinetry throughout. If we look to my left, we have your linear stainless steel sink with 2 individual faucets, more stone details on the countertops as well. And we also have these 2 glass pivot doors, which further lead us into your very large pantry. Guys, like I said, you might remember my height from the beginning of this tour, but this is extremely tall. Once again, you might need a step ladder to reach some of those top shelves. It's pretty crazy. Now, also in front of me, we have even more storage and custom cabinetry throughout. But let's continue our tour back through the kitchen. If we look to my left, we have more custom cabinetry and wine storage all across this area. Now, moving down this hallway, we have gold custom cabinetry to my left, marble countertops, and if we open up this door right here, this leads us into a powder room, which has a beautiful custom stonework detail on the countertop and on the backsplash. And you've got a rose gold vessel sink inside of there as well. Now let's continue our tour down this hallway. You have garage access to my left-hand side, but let's go ahead and continue our tour down this hallway. Like I mentioned, you have the gallery walls here to my left-hand side, and that was all for the left wing of the main floor. But now we have to head back here to the main entry and show you a few more items. Now, before we see the right wing of the property, I can't wait any longer, guys. I have to show you this detail. This section has got to be my most favorite detail inside the entire home. Now you can see we are currently standing on your completely floating glass bridge here, which further leads out to the backyard. We're surrounded by glass railing right here, and if you look down below me, that is your very own tree, which is part of your lower entertainment level. So technically that tree is underground right now, and it's complemented by a gorgeous water feature with LED lights to illuminate that section. And we are once again surrounded by more colorful plant life throughout. You also get some amazing architectural exterior views from this specific portion of the property. We will be seeing more floor to ceiling walls of glass, exterior stonework detail, and metallic cantilevers all above the space. I love how you can just walk on this floating bridge and look down at your underground level. And you can also see down below to that pond with the floating steps down below as well. We've only seen one other floating bridge on this channel before, guys. Let me know if you remember it, but it was in this specific area. It was in Beverly Hills. This space is so cool. Such a unique amenity to have at your property. Now let's continue our tour back inside the home. We are here at the entrance. We've got that floating staircase to my left, secret room above. I'm just gonna tell you guys what it is right now. It is a private bedroom, which has contemporary furniture throughout. You have built-in book shelving all across the space. And very interesting, you actually have open concept access straight into your bathroom area. You've got the floating vanity, glass enclosed walk-in shower space, and integrated closet storage throughout that room. Now let's continue our tour towards this right wing of the home. You've got the elevator access to my right, and then down this set of stairs, you have access into your other 2-car garage. Now moving down through, this is your executive office space. You've got beautiful contemporary furniture across this section as well. Architectural shelving details can be found on either side of the room, and the shelving on my left is actually glass paneled, and it looks very unique in this space. You also have access into this exterior side yard of the home with a seating area. You can further access the front of the property, and you can access parts of your backyard, which is a very unique detail. Now, another item I should mention, this room has one of my most favorite views in the entire property, and this is that straight view down to your underground tree, water feature, and floating bridge. You have a half bathroom positioned down there to my right-hand side, but let's continue outside of this office. You have the secondary staircase, which takes you up to the 3rd floor of the home. You get more amazing views of that backyard. And to my left, you have access into a full bathroom with a walk-in shower. And we've just made it here into a private seating area, which of course gets straight views to that backyard. You've got the large grass section and your circular pool, which we will be seeing just after this. Now, this room also takes you into another exterior seating space with more contemporary furniture, and once again you have this lower level stair access, which takes you down into another portion of the backyard, and that also takes you to your subterranean level. Now, before we see the entertainment floor or the primary suite, I want to just head straight out these doors and show you the impressive backyard. This property is situated on a very large and flat lot, meaning they have made this backyard absolutely massive. You have tons of real grass surrounding this space, which further leads you down to your spacious circular pool area. Now, this backyard is also surrounded by tall hedges all throughout, adding once again more protection and privacy, so none of your neighbors can actually see you when you're in this backyard. Now, follow me up these steps. We have a private seating space to my left-hand side, surrounded by colorful plant life throughout. And once again, we're seeing more of the architectural lines and details that this property has to offer. Now, that is the floating glass bridge that we saw a little bit earlier. Again, my favorite feature, but that might change as we go throughout this tour. Now, let's move down through. We have another seating space here to my left, and you have all of those glass pivot doors currently open right now, leading you into your formal living room space. What an amazing section. But now let's continue down. There's more to see, guys. Look at how much flat land that we have right here. So much real grass, which is pretty hard to come by here in Los Angeles. Now, moving through, take a look at the pool space. This section is absolutely incredible. We have never seen a truly circular pool on this channel ever before, and it looks so remarkable and so unique here in this spacious backyard. Now, we also have the private jacuzzi right behind that pool area, which has seating for easily, I would say, 12 to 15 of your guests. Amazing pool, as I said. You've also got the infinity curved edge on this entire other half here of the pool. You've got multiple pool chairs here right next to your pool area. And guys, take a look at the property from this specific vantage point. The home looks absolutely stunning. We've got more of the architectural lines, like I mentioned, metallic cantilever details, floor-to-ceiling walls of glass, exterior stonework, smooth stucco finish, private glass enclosed balconies, which we will be seeing later, that actually is a part of your primary bedroom suite. Also one of the largest primary suites we've seen in quite some time. Now, moving through, there's of course much more to see here at this backyard. I also should mention here that you have these large stone steps which lead you directly back into your family room area, and we have these turf intersections in between each slab of stone right here. It gives you this very grand and regal entrance every time you want to walk down to your pool area. Now let's continue down. We have a large exterior dining space with seating for up to 10 of your guests right here. More grass all throughout. You can play real games of football and soccer out here. Now moving through, this is your outdoor kitchen, which has seating for up to 5 of your guests here at this center island. You've also got the built-in stainless steel barbecue and sink right next to that. We've got more grass, and we further have access back into the front yard of the property. Now we also see some exterior wall sconces, and let's go ahead and continue our tour. There is one more very interesting item that we have to see here in this backyard. Now follow me down this set of stone steps, and we've made it into a lower level seating section here, which once again provides remarkable architectural views of the property. Now moving down through, we have some more steps which lead us into another pool area. Very interesting section. This could be the pool that specifically is used by your children or by the rest of your guests here. You also could heat this up and make it another hot tub here. So you actually have 2 different hot tubs, which is a pretty crazy feature to have in any backyard. Now also right next to that, we also have a Baja shelf where you once again could put some pool chairs in, and it is completely infinity edge on all sides. You've also got some more of the subway tile detail here to my right. Maybe you could even make this your 3rd hot tub. You've got a seating section to my right. We're surrounded by more plant life all throughout. And if we take a look down here to my left, this is a very interesting item. So this actually is your outdoor shower, complete with dark river rock details all throughout. So when you are barefoot on the space, it kind of feels like you're walking along the beach. You've of course got the rain head above, built-in body spray, and we have some more vertical wooden panel details down here as well. Looks very unique. And now we're going to take a very interesting route to get down to the lower level. Follow me through this set of sliding glass doors, and you can see that we have just made it into your private gym, yoga studio, and your massage room. This space is incredible. You have the 2 stationary bicycles positioned here to my right-hand side, and then off to my left, that is your very own private massage room with 2 individual massage tables. Now, you've got some mirrored walls positioned to my right, and you also have this massive glass-enclosed private sauna, of course equipped with beautiful woodwork details throughout that entire section, even shown up above there on that ceiling. Now, if we take a turn down here to my left-hand side, we have this private hallway, and if we look to my right, this is your very own steam room. This space is absolutely massive. We've got the large square rain head above and water feature to my right. So that water actually comes out like a waterfall, which is pretty crazy. And we've got a handheld body spray inside of there. But if you want this to be your steam shower, you actually just control it with this touchscreen right here. Now, of course, this space is glass enclosed on either side, and we have another glass door which further takes you into this wellness center. Now, moving around the corner, we have access into a floating vanity with the fabricated sink, and we've got the vertical wooden panel details positioned above that area. And if you further follow me down this hallway, we have access into your elevator. Next to that, private laundry room, which has space for multiple appliances, upper and lower cabinetry throughout. Now, right next to this space, we have a lower level guest bedroom here with contemporary furniture throughout, and you have your ensuite bathroom inside of there. Now, exiting that space, follow me past your architectural floating wood staircase and take a look over here, and this is your very own underground olive tree display area. That's the best way that I could describe this space to you all, complemented by an amazing water feature positioned to my left-hand side. This space is absolutely phenomenal. We've got the recessed floor lighting here to illuminate this waterfall at all times of the day. And guys, we also will be seeing this home at nighttime, and I know that this space is going to look absolutely insane, so make sure to stick around for that. If you look up above, we actually are under your floating bridge, which is such a crazy thing to even think about to have at a property. And of course, you can also see we've got great views to the interior of this lower level. Olive tree is surrounded by all of these river rock details. We also have some more steps right here, so maybe you can sit down, relax, read a book. I think I would get a lot of work done in this zen area. What an amazing section. Now follow me straight ahead. We have your pool table and your air hockey table right in front of me. You come downstairs, you invite all your guests over, and this is where you have your fun. You're playing music, you're playing games with your friends, and then you also could be relaxing here at this private seating section or this contemporary bar, which is located here to my left-hand side. Now at this bar, you have this gorgeous center island with gray stone details throughout with the waterfall edge. You've got bar seating for up to 5 of your guests here right in front of me. And we see a continuation of that marble detail all throughout this space. We've got unique track lighting right above this area with the vertical wooden panels above. And before we see the inner workings of that bar, I want to actually take you out here for just a second. This is an amazing area. You've got your beautiful living wall right here that we talked about earlier, which extends all the way back up to your front yard area. And you've got the seating section right there as well. What an amazing spot to relax with all your friends. Now moving through, let's check out the inner workings of this private bar right here. You've got mirrored custom cabinetry here to my left-hand side, contrasting with the darker wooden tones on my right. And you've got double the amount of storage inside of that section. Now, of course, we've got your stainless steel sink here to my left-hand side. Next to that, you've got your built-in ice maker, of course, and just some more custom cabinetry. This time, it actually has triple the amount of storage. Now, another thing we got to talk about, you've got your glass paneled upper cabinetry here, and this specific cabinetry opens in a very unique way. So take a look at that. It actually slides downward and pockets directly into the countertop right there, kind of like the hood that we saw up above in the main kitchen. Now let's continue down, more glass paneled custom cabinetry throughout. And if we take a look right here, you've got a sub-zero refrigeration space, always essential to have in any private bar at a home. One more item we have to see is the private bathroom that you have back there to my left-hand side. And that concludes our tour here for this lower entertainment floor. Now, let's go up to the 3rd floor and see the primary bedroom suite and the guest bedrooms. Follow me up your architectural floating staircase, and you can see that we have just made it up here to the 3rd level of the property. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this floor contains all of your guest bedrooms, and we have access into the primary bedroom suite. Now, right upon entering this top floor landing, we are getting some impressive views of your backyard and of all the foliage here in Holmby Hills. Now moving down towards the right wing of this top floor, we have the elevator access to my right, and we have this contemporary seating space with more architectural shelving built in throughout. And once again, guys, take a look at the views of this amazing backyard. This is unlike anything we've ever seen before. You also get some picture window views looking out to this foliage here. And in front of me, we have access into your laundry room, which has space for multiple appliances, built-in sink, and custom upper and lower cabinetry all throughout. Now moving through, we have access to that secondary staircase, which we talked about a little bit earlier. And then behind this glass door, you can see that we have made it into a private exterior seating space with glass railing surrounding the entire section. We're getting more amazing views down there to your backyard and all of the unique architectural details this property has to offer. Now we also get access to your rooftop deck, but we're gonna save that for a little bit later. Follow me back down here to this space. If we take a turn to my right, we have this beautiful linear hallway, seating space to my right. We get more views of the backyard, and that right there is actually your very own private outdoor space, which is a part of your primary bedroom. We'll see that in just a bit. Before we do, let's take a turn to the right. We have access into another guest bedroom with more contemporary furniture located throughout the space. We have balcony access with the glass railing, and you also have an ensuite bathroom with the glass enclosed shower and a walk-in closet. Now moving through, we have some glass railing to my right-hand side. Over to my left, we have access into another guest bedroom with more contemporary furniture throughout. We've also got another balcony, and you have your ensuite bathroom with the glass enclosed walk-in shower space and the walk-in closet. Now, let's go ahead and take a look right behind this door. We have something very special to show you, and this is the primary bedroom suite. This is the room that you guys have all been waiting to see, the most spacious bedroom in the entire property, the most decorated. It is amazing. Now we have contemporary furniture located all across the space, 2 hanging light fixtures positioned on either side of this bed. We've got the vertical wooden panel details up above me here on this ceiling. Seating section is located right in front of the bed, and you can also see right here we actually have this hidden drop-down TV, which also folds back up into the ceiling with the simple press of a button, so you don't have to watch TV and obstruct your view when you're looking out at this remarkable space. Now you also have this balcony section with a seating area, and guys, just take a look at the view that we have from this area. It looks impressive. We've got the circular pool right in front of me and all of the foliage once again surrounding this section. Now we have a beautiful glass enclosed fireplace positioned down here to my left-hand side, and the reason why I bring that up is because it actually is a dual-sided fireplace. You can enjoy the warmth from that fire inside or outside here at this exterior living area. We've got the covered section here above with the linear LED light strips, glass railed throughout, and we're getting more amazing views of this section. Now follow me back into the primary suite. You actually have your very own wet bar section here right in front of me. Beautiful fabricated sink with the stone details. And you've got your upper glass paneled cabinetry, which is illuminated with the LED light strips. And if you look down below, you've got some custom cabinetry, which of course does have triple the amount of storage. And then if we open up this one, it's actually a paneled fridge. One more item, guys, that we just have to talk about is the fact that you can actually conceal this section, which is really cool. So again, you can make your primary suite look very minimalist. Of course, you can also take this one out here as well. I mean, take a look at how amazing this looks when it's closed up as well. No handles present whatsoever. The space is so cool and so minimalist. Now over here we have some more built-in shelving with the marble detail, but let's continue our tour through this specific area. We've made it into primary closet number 1 out of 2 that we will be seeing here at this property. We have LED light strips illuminating this entire section, and we also have some glass display cases here with some custom cabinetry positioned right down below, 2 center islands, and we've got some light fixtures above each island. You've got the skylight above, which brings lots of natural light here into the space. Built-in custom cabinetry and shelving is located in front of me. More LED lights throughout, and of course, all of these sections are indeed soft closing. You've got some glass paneled cabinetry here to my left-hand side. Take a look at this for a second. This is amazing. You've got the downward sloped shelving here as well. The space is incredible. And also I should mention, this is closet number 1. You actually have another closet down there to my right. And actually, let's see that right now. So follow me straight ahead. This is closet number 2. In this closet specifically, you will be seeing more dark tones throughout the space we still have a massive center island. This time it looks like they actually combined two of them together. So look at how much custom cabinetry you have here in this space. It is seriously impressive, and you've got that leather finish here on the exterior of these cabinets. LED light strips illuminate the space once again. You've got glass paneled cabinets to my right as well. And I also should mention, so we of course saw the two closets, but you also have two different primary bathrooms in this space. Let's go ahead and take a turn to my left-hand side, guys. This has to be one of the coolest entrances to any primary bathroom that I have ever seen before. If you take a look to my right, of course, we've got the gray stone details like the ones that we saw on the outside of the home. And you've got the linear LED light strips, which of course have been nicely integrated into the stonework, and they extend all the way up into the ceiling. We've got some built-in speakers all throughout. And if we take a look to my left, we have your built-in floating vanity, fabricated sink with the beautiful mirror above with the LED light strips bordering that area. And then if we move down through, we have your glass enclosed water closet surrounded by more of the stone details. And then if we go down to the end of this hallway, this is your primary shower. Guys, keep in mind, this is the first shower and the first bathroom that we have in this section. We still have another one to see. More LED light strips have been nicely integrated into the stonework of this shower, going up to the ceiling. We've got the built-in rain head above me here. Another one to my right, handheld body spray, built-in bench seating, and we get some picture window views looking outside to your foliage. Now guys, how cool is this LED look here on this wall? You literally would feel like Batman every time you walk down to that shower. That is the coolest thing I think I've ever seen at a property, besides that glass floating bridge that we saw earlier. Now moving down through, we have more items to see. We're almost getting lost here in this primary. It's that big. But now, right in front of me, this is primary bathroom number 2. Now, right when you walk in, you will notice it is a lot brighter than the last one that we did just see. Of course, you've got the massive floating vanity to my right-hand side, fabricated sink with the marble details. You've got the mirrors up above here and more marble up on that backsplash. You've got another vanity in front of me with the book match stone detail, and if you take a look at the floors, we see more of a beautiful white marble surrounding this entire section. Freestanding tub is located here to my left, and we get amazing picture window views once again to that backyard and all of the foliage out there in the distance. The sun is starting to set, and that means we're getting closer to our night tour, so stick around for that. Now to my right, we have your massive walk-in shower here. This time, of course, we've got brighter details, light stonework all throughout, and we've got that beautiful marble up above there on the ceiling. Floor details contain similar marble, of course, and we've got the built-in bench seating here to my left, and you've got the built-in rain head, 2 of them to my right, built-in body spray, and you have some fabricated shelving areas to my right as well. And another item I should mention, you've got your glass enclosed water closet to my right. Now, one more item I should mention, if you look to my left, you have this built-in study area or a private office with amazing built-in custom shelving and cabinetry all across that area. And now, if we continue our tour outside of this space and back into the hallway, that concludes our tour for the 3rd level. So now follow us upstairs and let's check out that rooftop deck. We've just made it up here to your spacious rooftop deck. We have a seating section here to my right-hand side and another one to my left. Now, also from this vantage point, we are getting some impressive views of the beautiful homes up here in the hills. Directly in the center, I can actually see the Bel Air Orchard, which we did tour several months ago. Check out that video if you haven't already. But so cool how you have very unique architectural properties as your neighbors right here. It's pretty cool. Now, this rooftop deck is, of course, surrounded by all of this glass railing here. We get amazing views up there to the mountains of Beverly Hills. We have another seating section to my right-hand side, direct views of Century City. And if you take a look right in front of me, we actually have a beautiful rainbow, which is perfectly centered in the middle of downtown Los Angeles. This looks incredible. I mean, I've never seen anything quite like that before. And another thing I should mention here, if you take a look to my left, we get some remarkable views down there to your backyard and the rest of the foliage here in Holmby Hills. Now, that's all for our daytime tour. So now, let's see what this property looks like after sunset. We have just made it here to the property at nighttime. The exterior looks absolutely stunning, especially after the sun has set. You've got all of the floor-to-ceiling walls of glass illuminated beautifully. And as we enter into the home, the vibe is completely different than it was during the day. All of the light fixtures are so bright, and it makes the property look so remarkable here at this time of day. And one item that I have to show you guys is this floating bridge at nighttime. You can see you actually have these recessed lighting details across the entire bridge right here, going straight out to the backyard. And of course, we're overlooking your underground olive tree with the water feature right down below that area. This space is incredible, and the backyard looks remarkable at this time of day as well. The circular pool is illuminated with the colorful LED lights. Again, guys, just take a look at the living room area at night. Looks amazing. And this pathway takes you directly out there to that circular pool. And guys, the vantage point from here, looking up at the property, is absolutely spectacular. You can see all of the floor-to-ceiling walls of glass, exterior wall sconces, and all of the ambient lighting that we discussed earlier. Thank you so much for watching till the end of this video. If you made it this far, don't forget to subscribe. We're touring more homes just like this one every single week on the channel. And huge thank you to all of the listing agents, including Aaron Kirman, Kirby, and Bryce, for making this tour possible. You can find their info down below, and I'll see you in the next one.